Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Latoya and I would love to have you be a part of my ever-growing band of misfit toys. I am delirious, I am crazed, I am super jet lagged. I've been in Germany for the past couple of weeks and it's hard getting back into the swing of things. I just got back from Ulta. I got the new foundation by Anastasia Beverly Hills as well as their setting powder. It launched today, Monday, August 5th, online for Anastasia Beverly Hills and for Ulta, but it was also in store at my Ulta. I had two Ultas that I checked. The first one said they didn't have it and the second one said they did. When I got there, they were actually starting to put out all of the inventory that they had. I didn't think that they had everything and they said that they didn't have everything, but then they started opening more boxes and they came out with all the shades in the foundations and all the shades in the powders. So this is going to be part of my foundation series. I filmed a video yesterday for the first installment of my foundation series, but I don't know which one is going to go first because I was so crazed. That video went a little bit left. So we're going to see what happens with that. So if you would like to see this video, then please keep watching. Okay, so here I have the new foundation by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is their second foundation. The first one was in stick formula. I didn't really like that one too much. It was just not the right formula for me. It was kind of hard and waxy and whatever. So they have a liquid foundation and it's called the Luminous foundation. That's what it looks like right there. When I first saw this bottle, I was like, looks familiar. And that's the back of it. It says foundation. People were kind of like taken aback by this. It doesn't bother me. Norvina did explain that for makeup artists, when they have things in their kit, when they see things that are labeled boldly, it's easier for them to grab what they need really quickly. So that makes sense for me, as that I am a moi myself. Yeah. So I did say this bottle did look very familiar when I saw it, and people are kind of talking about that, but it's not really a big deal. What it looks like is the Nars Natural Radiant Longwear Foundation, and I have them both here. They are pretty much the identical bottle, except for the Nars one has a soft matte lid and this one is shiny, and there's no bold writing on the Nars one. It's not a big deal. That's what happens in packaging. There's only so much packaging for cosmetics, and unless you're doing something custom, then they're bound to repeat. You see that with liquid lipsticks, lipstick bullets, etc. It's not that serious for me. So let's get into the details of this foundation. I'm on the Anastasia Beverly Hills website right now, and I'm going to give you some information about the foundation. It comes in 50 shades. Fenty had everyone just step their game up a little bit, a lot of it. It's inclusive. That's really good. There are 5 shade categories: fair, light, medium, tan, and deep. And within those categories, there are 3 undertones: cool, warm, and neutral, which is good. I did see that in store. Now it also says how to apply. There are some tips here. It says to begin by applying the Luminous foundation directly to the skin in areas where you would like the most coverage, such as the center of the face, center of the forehead, etc. And either use a firm foundation brush like their A30 Pro brush, or a makeup sponge, or your fingertips. They also have pro tips here for applying the foundation. It says that the Luminous foundation looks great on its own. However, you can set it with loose powder if desired. So yeah, I guess it's a good thing that I have the loose powder. I wasn't sure if the powder was just for the under eyes or an all-over setting powder, but apparently it is an all-over setting powder. So let's get into the powder. I got 2 shades in the powder. This is the container right here. It is massive. Look at that in my hand. The lid is a soft matte finish, which is really nice. I like the look of that. I wonder why it's not in sync with the foundation, but I guess there's a reason. So it's just the loose setting powder. I got the shade Golden Orange. I think I'm going to be using this shade to try to set my face. The color name is strange. The look of it is a little bit I don't know. And then I also got Deep Peach. I was going between this and the banana shade, but the banana shade, when I swatched it, I was like, ooh, that looks a little bit too stark. This was more warm, but still brightening, so that's why I went with this one. My face is primed and ready to go. I will list what I use to prime my face, as well as all the other products that I use, in the description bar down below, and let's get into this. The foundation has the standard amount, which is 1 fluid ounce or 30 mils. It has a shelf life of 12 months. I am in the shade 480C. I swatched about 7 shades when I was at Ulta to get a good look or overview of what the shades were looking like and how the direction in which they were going as far as tone and which would work best for me. It has a pump, which I very much appreciate. It says to just put it directly onto the face, which I'm gonna do. So I'm gonna pump it onto the back of my hand. It's gonna take a while because this took a while when I at Ulta, because I was the first one actually there to swatch them, which was pretty cool. So that's one pump right there. That looks like a good color. I wasn't sure about it. It was a little difficult to see in Ulta. It is on the thick side, so we're going to go in. It looks kind of red as well. This is more like half a pump. This is definitely not 1 pump. So I'm gonna put a little bit more. Yeah, that was definitely like half a pump. So let's see what that looks like. Ooh. What do we think of the color? It's definitely luminous, all right. So I have the first pump. What do we think? That's foundation, no foundation. It looks really good. It looks like a good match. And it definitely, like I said, seems luminous. It is a medium coverage because I can still see my little, I don't know, are they freckles? Are they birthmarks? Are they moles? Whatever. Through my foundation. I need some. Anyways, let's move on to the rest of my face. I have a lot of discoloration and stuff down here from like cystic acne, so we'll see how that fares. Let me put some more my mouth area, my chin, my nose. I'm pretty much doing the lower part of my face because the way this wig is set up, you're not gonna catch me slipping. I can't really go for luminous, especially in the summer, because I have combination oily skin, oily in the T-zone. So I'm definitely gonna have to set the hell out of this and make sure it's bulletproof. That's why I primed really well. Let's see. Do you see right there? How's it looking? It covered okay. You can still see through a little bit. It looks like a really good color. I was concerned in store, but you know the lighting in store is always like pretty wonky, so you couldn't go by that. I did go by the door so that I could catch some daylight, and I tried to let them dry down to see what they would look like. So this is what it's looking like so far. I'm gonna finish up the rest of my face. It's a bit of a close-up of just the foundation. If you have dry skin, bitch, you are good, because this is just glowy. Like, it looks like I have highlighter on, and I definitely do not. That is just giving me glowing goddess realness, but a chick like me, I do not need that. So I'm gonna zoom you back out. We're gonna get into, oh wait, no, we'll stay right here. I'm gonna put some concealer on, and then we will do the setting powder. Okay, concealer is blended. It's a little bit bright. We're doing well here. So I'm gonna go in with the first color I have for under the eyes, which is Deep Peach. It is 25 grams or 0.9 ounces. And the shelf life on this is also 12 months. Did I mention that these are both vegan and cruelty-free? When you open it, it looks like a standard loose setting powder with the holes. It has a plastic piece that stops the powder from going all over the place before it gets to where it needs to be. And can you see the color right there? I'm gonna try to swatch it, see what it looks like. So that is it. I think that's going to be really good for brightening my under eyes. The banana was just not right. It was way too bright. So I'm going to put a little bit of this in the lid. I will also put up the pro tips and details about this powder somewhere on the screen. I totally forgot about that. Again, I am crazed, just crazed. I'm trying to get through this with you. I'm trying to give you good content, but it's proving a little bit difficult. All right. Oh, there's a better look at the powder. That is a nice shade. Let's tap the concealer out a little bit. Make sure that it's really set in there. And now we shall go in with the powder. Ooh, look at that color. Oh, you might not be able to see it from this side. Hold on. I don't know. What do we think? It looks like it muted the really bright color that I had for my concealer, which is actually good. It added some warmth without making it look stark. So I'm feeling that so far. Okay, now this eye. Oh yeah. It is really finely milled. Seems to be working with the foundation so far. I don't really want to speak too soon. This currently is a first impressions. Of course, I'm going to be doing a wear test with check-ins. So now we're moving on to setting the face. This is the second powder that I picked up. It is in the shade Golden Orange. I don't understand that color name. I'm going to swatch it really quickly so that you can see what it looks like. That's it right there. Not really sure about it. That orange is really there. The orange from the name, for sure. I'm gonna take this on a fluffy powder brush. I'm a little bit afraid. Yeah, that's... Do you see that? I don't know about that. One of the options of how to apply was also, I think, to press in with a beauty blender. Oh my god, no, that's not gonna work. Abort, abort, abort! It's not gonna work. That looks, no, it's crazy. We're gonna use another setting powder because I need to really see how this is gonna work for me. Oh my god, so much better. So the under eye powder is a go. This setting powder for the all over face is too dark and too red for me. All right, I'm gonna go and finish the rest of my face off camera and I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. It's been no time at all for you. It's been about an hour and a half for me. So let's start this wear test. I finished my face makeup, my eye makeup, of course, lip. I have a couple of things that I didn't mention about the foundation and the powder. The powder is $36. The foundation is $38. That is pretty much in line with like mid-range makeup brands at Sephora, such as like Cover FX and Huda Beauty and things like that. So it's not too bad. It is by no means drugstore or inexpensive. I guess all that is relative anyways. So yeah, I just wanted to get that out of the way. I'm going to be doing about a 4 to 6 hour wear test. Currently it is, can you see that right there? It is 2:57, so almost 3 o'clock. So I will check back in at around 6 o'clock, I would say. And I'm going to try to do one more check-in after that and let you know my final thoughts on this foundation. As of right now, it doesn't feel heavy and or cakey. It doesn't seem to be settling anywhere. The color seems really good. It matches my chest, which is what I want because my face is darker than my chest. And if I were to match my face, I would have a like floating head and look crazy either way with a dark face and a lighter body. What else? Oh my god, I didn't put on any highlighter, but I'm actually feeling the no highlighter situation. Maybe I'll put on highlighter later, I don't know. Under my eyes, the powder seems pretty good. It's not clinging on to any dry spots because my under eyes are really dry, and sometimes certain powders will just accentuate the dryness, so that's good. I'm liking that so far. I'm also liking, as I said, the foundation so far. It's feeling good, comfortable, it looks really nice. It has worked well with all the other products that I use. As I said, I will list all of those in the description bar down below. I'll see you for the first check-in in about 3 hours. Okay, I am back. Check-in numero uno, number 1. First check-in. I have some oils peeking through here, a little bit on the forehead. Nothing too crazy though. It is now, can you see that? 6:06. That's my wee little sibling there. Yeah, and it still feels good. It doesn't feel uncomfortable, doesn't feel cakey. The powder is looking good under the eyes. I'm going to zoom in a second and show you all of my sins. Is that better? Do you see a close look of my pores, my nose? This is where I generally get oily, so there's nothing new there. I literally have to use pretty much really bulletproof primer to do that, and I haven't really found the one yet. I had one for a while and now it doesn't seem to work anymore. Anyway, so moving on. The nose area, nothing has worn off. My bronzer's not blended properly there. That's embarrassing. The coverage is pretty good. I do have oiliness up here, but again, that's where I generally get oily as well. It's wearing really well. I'm liking it. I'm liking the color. It looks like a good match. So well done so far, Norvina, Anastasia. And I am gonna do one more check-in. My last foundation video check-in was a bit of a fail. I'm gonna try to salvage it somehow. I don't know if you're gonna see that one first or this one first. There seems to be more hype around the Anastasia Beverly Hills foundation as opposed to the new Urban Decay one. So we will see how it goes in the editing room. And I will see you, I would say, in 2 more hours, so around 8 o'clock, because that would make it about 5 hours. And I think that's pretty good. Maybe I'll stretch it to 9 if I'm not too tired from this crazy jet lag. So see you in a bit. This is my lifeline right here because these lights are hella hot. Anyways, I am back for my last and final check-in. It is, can you see that? 8:58. It's been an almost 2 minutes shy of 3 hours of wear. So this is what it's looking like. The oils are really going crazy, particularly on this side of my face, on my nose, and it's still just a touch on my forehead. I think if I got a better or more mattifying primer. I'm going to start to test some out in the upcoming days, and I think that should work. I have not touched up. I have not done anything. This is how it has worn without me messing with it. I'm going to see if I could get a little bit of the powder and touch it up just a little bit. So I'm going to take the powder that I used to originally set my concealer. I'm just going to take a little tiny bit. Should I do a sponge? Oh, my nose is super oily, but that is normal for me. A little bit of oiliness here on my chin as well. And we'll just hit the forehead a little bit. If I do say so myself, that did a good job of getting rid of the oils. What do we think? Let's get into the final thoughts for these products. I like the powder. It's super finely milled. It doesn't attach to my dry spots underneath my eyes, because my eyes are like the Sahara. They are super dry and I have a lot of fine lines. The powder doesn't accentuate my fine lines, which I greatly appreciate. And now onto the foundation. I really like the foundation. It is comfortable. It doesn't feel heavy. It is a good coverage. I am a full coverage person, personally speaking, but it's a good coverage. It's not bad. I would say that it's a medium buildable coverage. I love the shade. I think it's working really well. I was a little bit apprehensive about it at the beginning, especially when I swatched them in store and I had a few of them on my arm. It was a little bit confusing, but this one worked out. I think I might be able to do the shade under this, which is darker weirdly, but I think it's warm instead of the cool like I have. Wait. Yeah, I have cool, and the one below is for 70W, which is warm, and I think that's darker, and I think that might be able to work for me if I were to, like, let's say go out in the sun, which I generally don't do. But the general consensus after a full day of wearing it, and it's still sort of like a first impressions because I've only worn it once, but I do like it. If you have oily combination skin, dry skin, normal skin, I think that this foundation will work. You just have to prep your skin properly. As you can see, I have combination oily skin in the T-zone, and it really wasn't that bad. I've had other foundations that I've worn that were just like, I was an oil slick within a couple of hours, and I went 6 hours with this foundation on, and not that much oil. I mean, there was a good amount, but it wasn't anything that a little setting powder couldn't handle. So that is it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give me a big thumbs up. It really helps me out. And click the subscribe button right here and hit the bell notification and all of that stuff. Make sure it's on all so that you are alerted when I upload my next video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.